Now, a lot of people would have you believe that in shoegaze you need 16 reverbs in your chain, maybe a little bit more. Definitely one before a fuzz, one after a fuzz. But maybe you don't need reverb at all. In this little mini-series, we're looking at small, compact boards for shoegaze. And today we're looking at a fuzz sandwiched between two delays. Have you ever looked at the sea and thought, I wish that was music? Have you ever listened to a beehive and thought, well, that sounds pretty scary. I'd like to train those bees to make beautiful music. Might have got a little abstract there. As I say, we're getting a fuzz pedal, putting a delay either side of it. Now you can do this with any two delays that you want and any fuzz pedal. This fuzz needs no introduction. You know, I think a lot of fuzz lends itself more to the blues. But when I'm thinking of shoegaze, dream pop, and even grunge to some extent, I'm thinking about using the Big Muff. This one's old, you can pick them up very cheaply. I always think of the sound as a real bloom. This is a beautiful pedal. It's expensive, you don't need to use this one. The whole purpose of this delay is to be a sonic landscape generator. It's a granular delay, which, to my knowledge, it takes your signal, chops it up, gets the fairies that live inside of this box to rearrange it, then give it back to you in a glitchy, evolving mess. That is quite beautiful. The Time Shadows by Death by Audio and Earthquaker Devices, the mode that we're using today, this goes after the fuzz, is just a very resonant delay. Almost like the echoes of a massive iron box. By the way, links are in the description for all this gear. While you're down there, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Now we can get quite a diverse range of sounds just using these three pedals, which is pretty amazing. So one thing that's used a lot in shoegaze is rather than going across the fretboard, that's used in a lot of genres, you'll notice, and I've kind of made the observation, that we move up and down the neck quite a lot. It gives it that floaty feel, so... Just using that one-string riffs are a very, very good way of training your ear, by the way, and getting you used to playing in scales or modes up and down. It's almost a more logical and easier on our brain way of imagining the intervals on a guitar. Intervals are the distance between two notes, by the way. Using this open string to drone is used a lot in all types of alternative rock, a lot in shoegaze. And as I say, it can be used to train your ear very well, because you can hear when the notes are very dissonant and when they sound nice or consonant. You can even practice this over a drone, a back and track drone. You can do it on all strings. And it works with power chords too. Keeping those strings open. If you're very confident, or if you just want to have an experiment, you can add a few different open strings in and do a bit of fingerstyle that is used quite a lot in alternative rock and shoegaze. Got to use the trem bar, haven't you? I sometimes rest my wrist on the trem bar, the whammy bar, rather than giving it a tight grip. Works for glide strumming too. Shoegaze is all about the texture. These are ways of getting nice texture in. If you layer instruments and several guitars with this as the basis, it gives you a nice evolving landscape where instruments are fighting to take up the place of frequencies. Here's that in the mix.